Hey guys, today I will be reading a book to you called The Grand Tour of the Solar System. And this is my 112th video. So, let's read. And we're off. We're in the solar system. As we travel away from Earth's surface, let's look back for a moment at the amazing planet we call home. From up here, it looks like a beautiful blue globe hanging in the darkness, and a far more peaceful place than the often busy, noisy world we've left behind. Earth is one of the solid, rocky inner planets of the solar system. Although it feels familiar to us, it is incredibly special, and we must take care of it well. We are not going to encounter another planet like it on our travels. As far as we know, Earth is the only planet in the solar system that supports life. Take another look at Earth and notice the features that allow life to thrive there. The vast quantities of water covering its surface. The thick, oxygen-rich atmosphere surrounding it, and its ideal location, neither too close nor too far from the sun. The moon. Our first destination is up ahead, Earth's closest neighbor, the moon. The differences between this rocky satellite and our home planet are plain to see. With barely any atmosphere and not a trace of liquid water, the surface looks dry, barren, and lifeless. As we circle the moon, we notice that, as with planets, one half is in darkness and the other half is bathed in sunlight. Now we just have to decide whether to land on the day side or the night side. The sun. From the Oh, that's a different page. Okay, I just have to turn the page. The sun. The sun is incredibly hot. The temperature of the outer layer is 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 6 times hotter than molten volcanic lava on Earth. And the core is a mind-boggling 15 million degrees Fahrenheit. The sun constantly pours out many kinds of radiation waves, including ultraviolet rays, gamma rays, and infrared light. Several of these waves are harmful to humans, but thankfully, they won't penetrate our craft. Now, set the dazzle factor on your helmet's visor to maximum and see how many solar flares, gigantic flashes of light, you can count leaping from the sun's surface. Mercury. Our next stop is the smallest planet in the solar system, and the one that is closest to the sun. Does the crater-covered surface remind you of anywhere? Don't worry. We haven't taken a wrong turn and ended up back at the moon. We're heading toward Mercury. Even though Mercury looks like a still, quiet place, it harbors many hidden secrets. Unfortunately, staying all day isn't an option because it would take up too much time. 59 Earth days to be exact. Let's find somewhere else to land and see what we can find. Be warned, our next destination is a classified danger zone. Dun dun dun! The first features we notice are layers of thick yellowish clouds hiding Venus's surface. The dense cloud blanket isn't made of water vapor, as clouds are on Earth, but of sulfuric acid. This is dangerous stuff that can dissolve plastic and metal. Don't panic, because this is, though, an experiment. We are quite safe in traveling to the surface. Won't be a problem. As we get closer, we can use our visors to see the fierce weather systems brewing below us. These are like hurricanes and cyclones that happen on Earth. Don't worry, things will calm down once we've made it through the upper atmosphere. Meanwhile, hold on tight. Mars. We are now approaching my favorite planet, Mars. That's not my favorite planet. Mars is not my favorite planet. This was wrote by a different person, and the person that wrote it is their favorite planet. Their favorite planet is Mars. My favorite planet is all of them. Where was I? Oh, here we go. Of all the places in the solar system that we are going to see, this is the visit I'm most excited about. Mars is the pinky orange red planet that you can see from Earth. The distance to the surface should be smooth compared to Venus, but we must still be careful. Around 50% visiting spacecraft have crashed while trying to land. During the visit, you can test your stamina by climbing Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system. We'll also consider whether humans could one day live here. Now, put on your spacesuit and take an oxygen supply with you. The atmosphere is mainly carbon dioxide, which humans can't breathe. Jupiter. Jupiter is Earth's protector. Even though it is very dense, Jupiter doesn't have a solid surface that we can land on. Instead, it has a thick, cloudy atmosphere. Exploring these colorful, swirling bands will be an awesome experience. Hold on tight. Jupiter is a windy place, so it's likely to be a bumpy ride. Hold on tight. Jupiter has a great red spot, and that is called the Great Red Storm. The storm has been going on inside Jupiter for about 300 years. Saturn. We are now a very long way from the sun, and a pale yellow Saturn is breathtaking sight in the darkness. Like Jupiter, Saturn is a gas giant, which means it doesn't have a solid surface. Instead of landing, let's take a tour from the amazing ring system, followed by a flyby of Saturn's many moons. Our spacecraft is one of the few to travel this far in the solar system. Before we leave, you can learn more about another important mission, the Cassini-Huygens space probe, which reached Saturn back in 2004. Okay. Uranus. It's not your butt. Uranus. The one that I'm talking about is the planet, not your butt, okay? We're going to kick off now. Ahead lies Uranus, a beautiful aquarium sphere that hangs serene and still in the cold darkness. Uranus has rings that are tilted upside down. Some people think that an asteroid hit the rings and they tilted sideways. We're going to kick off with a distance through the ice-cold atmosphere, followed by a plunge into a strange slush ocean. Then we'll head to Merida, one of Uranus's moons, for some extreme sports, low-gravity parachuting from the tallest cliff in the solar system. Okay, we're actually not going to do that, so let's skip the page to Neptune. It takes 5 and a bit days for Triton to revolve around Neptune. Triton is one of Neptune's moons. Triton is Neptune's biggest moon. However, we can make the most of our visit by observing its volcanic geysers. Now we're going to talk about Pluto. Pluto. Do you like winter sports and getting away from it all? If your answer is yes, then Pluto is the place for you. Take a look at the frozen surface as we approach. The landscape is rugged and mountainous, and the icy cliffs sparkle in our ship's headlights. Unlike the last few planets, we can land here. Let's look for a good place to land so we can stretch our legs. The end. Bye, guys. See you soon.